The STEM Society.
Lil' baby said I was too quiet the first time she met me. I said I'm sorry, hot geek rolling out the aces. Motto tumble when I'm on that drink, I find myself going brazen. I can hit the lotto today and still won't find the time to be lazy. High protect bitch, I fuck straight out my charisma. Go ask Lil' Day, I wish with these hoes out like a rock in your mirror. Pigeon boys think they fucking with us, they
The
body
STEM
floating in the
Society.
river. Lil' baby gave me that mark last time, anything she want, I'ma deliver. Say pay for your house, bitch, please. Don't come without satisfying me, so I suggest you.
Welcome back to the STEM Society. Hey, microphone. Welcome back to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson. Episode 36 is here. It's live. It's Sunday. Well, it's Sunday when I'm playing this or when I'm airing this or whatever the case may be. But we're here. We're back. What a week. I've had a tremendous week. Thank you to everybody who watched the last episode, and thank you for the comments that I got. I got some really great ideas from a couple of people. Some people got in my DMs really quick. Some people got in my DMs and asked, how do you pick the songs for new releases and then what's in rotation and so on and so forth. So let me give y'all a quick little heads up. Typically, I usually keep up with what's coming out on Friday on midnight, which if you follow us on YouTube and you check out the community page, when the community page pops up, that's me posting what's going to drop at midnight. So I typically post what's going to drop at midnight for you guys, just so you can have a heads up. It's not everything. It's not 100% accurate. Some people do drop things. Some people drop things that's not on the list out of nowhere, so it happens. But typically when I see the list of upcoming projects, I usually see that around Wednesday. So when I see certain things that I want to listen to, I just see it really early, and I'm just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna fuck with that, and I go from there. And then typically whatever the buzz is on social media, like it's typically some type of buzz somewhere for certain albums and certain songs. So I typically go off of that. So that's how I pick what new releases I talk about on the show, and what I talk about, what's in my rotation. Now, what's in my rotation is some real shit, because it's typically songs I have been listening to throughout the week. So just wanted to give some clarification on that. Some people think it'd be on some bullshit. The new releases, I ain't gonna hold it. Like, yeah, it's typically what people have been buzzing about on the internet. But in rotation is really what I'm listening to. Is really in my rotation. So just wanted to clear that up and give some clarification. I said it would be dope if I talked about it on the show. I don't know if I even brought this up on the show before, but just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, I've had a great week. I'm putting things together. It's getting exciting around about this time. I'm busy doing all kinds of shit. Being a full-time content creator is something else, especially when you're trying to figure out your content and what you want to put up. I'm still in the process of figuring out the Patreon. I am going to do a Patreon. Again, it's not going to be pay to get tiers or anything like that. I do want to do it as a pay what you want situation. Now, I've looked at other sites that are Patreon type sites. So, because I really want to do pay what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to do that. And I don't know if Patreon is going to be able to give me those options. So I'm still looking at those things, but we ain't got to worry about that until another month or two. So we'll get it together. As soon as we grow the community, get the society bigger than what it is, we'll be able to talk more about that. All right.
New releases.
So I have one album and 2 songs. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am very grumpy. So some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, as far as I knew, some of these critiques are going to sound really bad and probably really mean. So let's just go ahead and just put that out there right now. So let's start with the album. Ski Mask the Slump guy dropped 11th Dimension, 21 tracks, 47 minutes. The first thing I put on my notes, if Playboi Carti would put out albums like this, I would like him more. I would be more of a fan. Like, Ski Mask the Slump God's album is solid and it's good. Why can't Playboi Carti put out some shit like this? Like, I don't know what he be doing half the time. I think Playboy Cardi is a swindler and a shyster, and I think he's getting over on us with his music. Cause Whole Lot of Red, y'all can say what y'all want to say. I don't know what the fuck what was going on with that shit. But Ski Master Slump Guy put out a very solid album. This is his second studio album in 5 years. So I think with him doing something like that, I went into it with thinking it was gonna be bad. Typically, when you take a long time to put out your second album, it typically comes out not as good, or you don't sound as well. I'm talking to you, Cardi B. I'm talking to you. But typically it doesn't come out as good. Now he's had mixtapes in between these two, his first album and this album. And I'll be honest, I haven't listened to his mixtapes. I did listen to that first album, Stokely, and I thought it was good. But when you take so long to put out your second album, sometimes people get bored and it just feels a type of way. The album starts out very high energy. I really enjoyed that part, like the high energy on there. He has a song. God damn it! I said I wasn't going to do this on the pod no more because it looked bad, but I don't give a fuck. Because this song he had with Future, Jesus, Jesus. I had it in my notes. The second song on here is called Monsters Inc. It's Future with ATL Jacob. My nigga, that song is heat. I love that song. Way to start the album out. I think it was really, really strong. We're going into like maybe the first 5 songs, and then we get to like an interlude. I think it's like a jazz interlude where he has Triple X on that, and rest in peace, Triple X. I thought that was kind of dope. But once we get past that interlude, the tempo slows down a little bit more. We get songs like WDYM and Tuk Tuk, and I like what he did with that. Like he gave us a cool down period, and I thought that was really, really dope that he did that. So we kind of get to cool down a little bit more, and then he cranks it back up. I like when artists like this actually take the time out to lower the tempo some. Like he's got 21 songs on here, and there's no way we can keep up with the energy on this album for the whole 47 minutes. Fuck that. No, nigga, I can't do all of that. And I thought that was really cool. The Juice WRLD feature sounded good. I like the fact that he put a Juice WRLD feature on here that made sense. I think a lot of times people get those verses, those past verses, because Juice WRLD made so much music, and sometimes that shit don't really fit on this. Said I wasn't gonna do it, but I have incomplete notes. The Wake Up song sounds really good. I thought it was well done. I think it was crafted very well. People usually get these dead artists and put them on a song, just slap them on there, and the shit sounds sloppy and terrible. This, on the other hand, sounded really well, and it gave Juice WRLD the respect that he deserves. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD, man. I miss that nigga, bruh. I miss Juice WRLD. He was so talented. So talented. I hate that we lost him. Damn. That fucked me up. I hate thinking like that. But all in all, the album is very good. It's a solid album. I think Ski Master Slump Guy did a fantastic job. It don't drag, but by the time you get to like songs 16, 17, it's just like, all right, bro, like, let's get up out of here. I think these longer albums, these 20 song albums that people are putting out right now, like, I think they need to kind of figure out. It was some songs he could have threw away. For real. He could have cut this down maybe 3 songs, and we would have been straight. Like, we had about 17, 18 songs on here. I think it would have been a way better project. But for what we got with 11th Dimension, I think it was a very great second studio album for him. And I hope that people talk about this. It was a little bit of hype on Twitter about this album coming out, and I hope more people talk about it because this is the kind of album I want from Playboi Carti. Like, Playboi Carti could do this. I've heard Carti do this before, and this nigga drops shit like Whole Lotta Red, and people give him so much credit and say, "Oh man, like Playboi Carti is like that dude." And I'm like, Ski Master Slump Guy is doing it way better. So thank you for Ski Master Slump Guy for giving me this album, 11th Dimension. I will be returning to this. All right, next up, Cash Cobain, Rump Punch. Cash, the vibe music is getting a bit boring, my man. This is getting a little bit boring. I need something a little bit more exciting than this. This Rump Punch is sounding very familiar. Maybe my ears aren't made to hear the same shit all over again. I'm waiting for another Fisher. Like, can we get something else like that? I know I'm going to hear Cash Cobain all summer. I've already set my mind to knowing that I'm going to get him all summer. I'm okay with that. I know niggas want vibes. I know they want the vibes all the time. But I want to enjoy summer and I want shit to get me outside. Like this year, when July hits, I'm outside. Like I'm outside for real. So maybe it's a situation where I have to get into a place where I'm going to be able to hear it around other people and see what the vibe is going to be like. But I'm being real with y'all when I say this Cash Cobain vibe music is getting boring and it sounds too... It's starting to sound, everything's starting to sound the same, bro. And I want more. Like, I love that Fisher record. Like, that shit is fire. And I'm not even an Ice Spice fan, but the remix is fire too. Shit is getting too similar. And I'm like, there's some artists have talent. Cash Cobain has talent. I know he does. He wouldn't be having this buzz if he didn't have talent. But the fact that this shit is just the songs are sounding so similar to each other is fucking me up. And again, maybe it's just the fact that I'm not outside and I'm not in a place where I can actually hear somebody play Cash Cobain's new record and see what the crowd's talking about. But like, bro, like if this is gonna be the same shit all summer, like you can keep that shit. I don't want to fuck with it. Like, I love being able to catch vibes on certain artists, and I'm still new to Cash Cobain, but it's getting boring, and it's not making me want to go out and do shit. It's not making me want to go outside for real, and it's summer. I come from a different era, I know, but when summer gets here, like you supposed to be wanting to go do shit and be at the fucking be at a nice little part. Well, I don't say hookah spot because I don't smoke hookah, but I want to go to the nice little lounges, and I want to be able to go certain places and kind of just chill, catch a vibe. But like I'm just tired of Cash Cobain putting out kind of like the same song. All the songs are starting to sound similar to each other. And I don't want a whole album of this either. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he gonna do an album, which I'm pretty sure probably mid to late summer, he's gonna put an album out. If it's all of this shit, I don't want to fuck with it. And I want to like him because I know he can put out a great song. The Dunk Contest song's fire. He's got great songs. But this vibe music that people keep fucking with, bro, I don't know. I'm not out and about. I'm packing things up. I'm getting ready to move. I'm getting ready to move, and I'm just not able to see what everybody's response is when stuff like this plays. Like, that's my biggest thing too. I love to see what the crowd looks like or how they feel when certain songs drop. So, it's a nice effort. I know it's vibe music. I get it, Cash Cobain, but I'm gonna put a pin in Rump Punch because I want to see how other people treat this song or react to this song. I don't want to hear their opinions. I just want to see how the crowd moves, or how the mood is when that shit drops. So I put a pin in it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna return to it, but I ain't gonna say that I am either. Finally, Bia has a song featuring Jid called Lights Out. Now, I see Bia, I see Jid, I like, okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna make up for that shitty ass diss track that you put out. We're gonna make up for this shit. Jid's gonna come out here, kill his feature, kind of like how we did on Lyrical Lemonade. Jid's going to this duo, these two are gonna come together, and we're gonna get something a lot like London. Remember when Bia did a song with J. Cole called London, which I thought that shit was fire. So I'm thinking the same thing. I hit play and I'm instantly disgusted because this shit ain't it. It is terrible. This shit sounds like it belongs on a movie soundtrack. Guess what? It is on a movie soundtrack. It's on the Bad Boys Ride or Die soundtrack. Look, man. Stargate, the producer's name is Stargate for this song. Stargate, let me tell you right now, I think you were given a job to do and you did it. They said, we need this to sound like it's on a soundtrack. We need this to sound as commercial as possible. And guess what? You passed the class, my nigga. It sounds like you should have this on NBA on ABC. That's exactly what this shit sounds like. It is one of the most commercial sounding ass fucking rap songs I've heard in a long time. And I hate it. I hate it. Bia sounds toned down. Jid sounds toned down from how they usually, both of them sound toned down from how they usually rap. I am disgusted in this even being out as the lead. This is the lead single. This is the second song on the goddamn soundtrack. Go fucking figure. I'm upset because I know what Bia can do. Go listen to 16. She has a song called 16 that I don't think anybody else heard but me. I own that song because she killed it. She's done songs with J. Cole, which she brags about in this Lights Out song, saying, who else could have hang with J. Cole? Bullshit. Stop playing yourself. But she has great songs. This one is not one of them. I'm upset because I'm like, you're way better than this. Jid most definitely is way better than this. Again, go to the Lyrical Lemonade album and go find the song with Jid on there and listen to that. He kills it. And I was like, yo, this might be Jid's year. He might be the feature king. But after hearing this feature, nope. I don't know what directions they told both of these rappers to do, but this is not how I want to hear them. They sound as commercial as they possibly can. Like, after I hear the song, I'm waiting on, like, I'm waiting to see one of the Celtics do a layup or some shit. Or maybe this comes, it's like the NBA on ABC, sponsored by McDonald's, and this shit is playing in the background. That's what this shit sounds like. I know bills got to be paid, man. I know people got to pay their bills, and I understand that people have to do what they have to do sometime to make sure that they have a placement somewhere. But this is beneath both of these artists. They are very toned down. It's like they just didn't give a fuck about either one of them actually rapping the way they really rap. Now, some people may think the song is okay. I personally think this song is disgusting and trash, and I will not go back to this shit ever again. So, sorry. Shit. I have this week in new releases has been a very good week, by the way, too, because it was some other songs that I listened to outside of here. These I really wanted to talk about because they made me the most grumpy and upset, and I like being grumpy and upset sometimes. And there's no way possible. I don't know what the summer's gonna look like this year as far as like music is concerned. I was hoping that we were going to have a better start to the summer because it's like the beginning of June and we're about to get into, we'll be in July in no time. But I really would hope that whoever the major artist is going to drop an album this year, I hope they have a great album. One last thing, I did listen to the remix of Sunday Service with Lotto, Meg, and Flo Milli, and I didn't want to talk about it on this show because it just felt very, how can I put it? I'm trying not to be rude. Like it's like Lotto was trying to re-rock this song. This is like, I need to put some more. Like, she don't have an album. I don't think she's putting anything else out this year. And she was like, I need to re-rock this shit real quick. Kids, if you don't know what re-rock is, I'll put the definition up here. But it felt like she was re-rocking this so it can kind of get some traction like it was. And I don't know. It just didn't hit for me. It wasn't something that I really wanted to fuck with. And I like listening to female. I like listening to female rap. Like I like female MCs, but that shit just felt very. Hey y'all, let's like hang out and make. Hey, by the way, get in the studio and let's make something. Like, I want new songs. I don't want remix shit. And I know Sunday Service was like this started the year out because it was a diss track to Ice Spice or whatever, but it just felt like if somebody re-rocked this shit and she wanted some more traction and some more streams off of it. It was just kind of a cheap ploy because she went to the Meg concert. She said, "Hey, let's put some verses together," and they did that. I love Flo Milli's verse on there, but other than that, it just, you could have kept it.
I'm getting booked, so I gotta be honest.
The STEM
With
Society.
no label behind it. They asking how it is really just timing. 41 Rolex is covered in diamonds. I'm in the trench with this shit like a lineman. Niggas off balance ain't got no alignment. 750 if they wanna sign me. Offer 700 and I'm gonna decline it. I'm in the back of the Benz reclining. Got that little bitch, she a 10, we vibing. Up in red denim, I used to do robbing.
The STEM Society.
Walk on the track with no effort, I'm sliding.
You know what I'm gonna ask you. Look, guys, I appreciate everybody supporting the show. Thank you guys for doing everything that you're supposed to do. For those who aren't subscribed to the channel yet, look, help me break the algorithm chains by giving me a like, a play, a listen, a comment, something to help me get through these YouTube trenches. I'm trying to get up out of here, nigga. But the best way to support content like this is to, one, view the long form stuff, please, because nobody's watching long form stuff right now. And two, join the society. Be a part of something special. Be a part of something that's growing every day. I really enjoy the people who have already been supporters of this and to support the content that comes out twice a week. 2 shows per week. We're going to get more because I'm full-time now. What else can I possibly do? But I also need you guys to be able to share it with somebody, let people know that if you like this content, if you hate this content, whatever the case may be, let people know. You're not going to hurt my feelings by giving me a thumbs down because, shit, I live in Alabama. How much worse could it be? When I say that, I mean the racism. It's terrible. But racism is really bad here. But please, guys, help me grow this into something bigger than what it already is. Be a part of the society. Subscribe to the B1K Radio YouTube channel. I got 3 news stories for you guys this week. The first one is probably kind of goes into what I was talking about with the new releases. The 10 hottest female rappers right now. Billboard dropped a 10 hottest female rapper list. Here's the criteria for what they did. It says the criteria for the following 10 artists are based on quality of records, chart success, buzz within the culture, notable business endeavors and partnerships, and touring success. Sounds very influency to me. I brought this to the show because there's been a bit of a buzz with people who weren't on the list. There have been a lot of back and forth about people who are on the list and their placement. So let me tell you, I'm going to post the top 10 here, but I'm not going to go slow by telling you this, but I'm going to tell you the top 10. Number 10, Flo Milli. Number 9, JT. Number 8, Lotto. Number 7, Cardi B at 7. Number 6, Glorilla. Number 5, Ice Spice. Number 4, Doja Cat. Number 3, Meg Thee Stallion. Number 2, Sexy Red. And number 1, the goddess herself, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj made number 1 on this list. Now, I have seen a ton of people on social media talk about how this list is terrible, this is wrong. Why is Nicki Minaj number 1? I'll give you guys a clue. 1, she has an album that is still charting and that is still pretty popular. 2, she's being very successful on touring. Let me go back to what the criteria is. Quality of records, chart success, buzz within the culture, notable business endeavors and partnerships, and touring success. Well, I think Nicki Minaj checks off at least 3 of those. That's why she's number 1. Like, she's got the Gag City stuff is going crazy. The tour is making a shit ton of money. She still has songs out there that's being pushed. When I first read the list, I personally felt like this shit was some bullshit because I was just like, Nicki Minaj number 1. But when I thought about it, I was like, from what their criteria is, it makes sense. I think people are missing out on the fact that their criteria basically leads to commercial success. Like, they're not giving us criteria for shit that for people who actually can rap. Not saying that none of these women on the list can rap, but like they are really commercializing this list to get a little bit of buzz and to get engagement. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really hate the fact. I think I'm gonna catch some with this. Ice Spice is way too high. I have said this for a while, and I think people think I'm crazy. And it ain't no Southern bias in this. This is fact. Lotto is way bigger than Ice Spice. Now, this New York market, this New York bias and this New York market bullshit that people keep pushing in our face, that is terrible and dumb, and you can put that with the JBP. Leave that with them niggas. Lotto is a bigger act. She has more hits. Her brand deals are fucking phenomenal. She has had brand deals for a while. I would have flipped those. I think Ice Spice should have been at least bottom 5. Like, she could have been at number 7. And I think Lotto should have been in the top 5. That's just, Lotto has, here we go. Lotto has better records. Lotto has more hits. I think that neither one of them is really like touring right now. I think that when you think about chart success, that's Lotto. Now, I could be wrong. I didn't check the charts before I recorded the show, but Lotto is at number 8, and that's crazy. It's even crazier that Flo Milli had to get like a quote unquote like TikTok type hit before she could get on this list. She's from Alabama. I know a lot about Flo Milli, or I know a good bit about Flo Milli. I've always known that she was fire when it comes to rapping. I think the biggest knock on Flo Milli has always been like her voice. I can't stand it, but that's how she talks. Like, the motherfucker is fire though. She has lyrics, and I'm happy that she's getting the respect that she deserves, and I think that's great. A lot of people are just really upset with this list, but other than that, I'm not mad at it. Their criteria is built for commercialism, not for who can fucking rap. Again, not taking anything away from the women who made the top 10. Congratulations, you made it. But their list is set up for people to give engagement. Now, there were a few people who I felt like should have been on that list. Most definitely Shay Noir. I think Shay Noir out of New York, she is fire, great fucking rapper. Didn't even talk. She didn't come close to this list, but I think she's way too underground. I feel like Tierra Whack, she dropped the album this year, and I know I have been saying I was going to talk about it. I still need to talk about it on this show. But her album is actually pretty solid. Good album. I don't know what her touring is looking like. I don't know what the brand deals are looking like on that side of town, but Tierra Whack continues to get disrespected, and I think that's a terrible thing. Tierra Whack is a very, very good rapper, and she has her current album has a very great theme to it, and nobody's talking about it. No buzz. A lot of people are mad that Rhapsody's not on the list, but when you put a list together like this that's more commercial than more, taken away from like the essence of what rap is or hip hop is, I can see why she's not on the list. Like, no disrespect to Rhapsody, but Rhapsody makes music for hip hop heads and not for the commercial shit. There's not a lot of people who listen to this new album. Like, Rhapsody's one of those if you know type people or rappers. Like, I was waiting on her shit because that's just how much of a hip hop head I am. I was like, oh, I can't wait to listen to this new Rhapsody. But for the casual listener, she's just not there for the casual listener. Casual listeners don't know who Rhapsody is. They ain't never heard Layla's Wisdom or any of these other albums that she's dropped. And that's no disrespect to her. But that's just one of those things where we congratulate or we celebrate commercialism and we hate lyrics, or we hate people who actually have albums that mean something. Like, we get so caught up in like the brand deals and the touring that we never think about a real MC when it comes to women. And Rhapsody most definitely should have been a part of this list, but they're not really looking at the rap side of things. Sad. One of the biggest snubs I think that happened, and I think that just tells me that Billboard's tone deaf. Lady London out of New York. Lady London is fire. Her album was like based off the horoscope, which I thought it was a good concept. I think that was something that was very smart. She's marketable. I don't know what her brand deals are looking like currently. I don't know what the touring situation is for her. The only thing I know is she makes good music. She has fire freestyles, and I know she look good. She's a looker. That goes my man brain, but she easy on the eyes. What my uncle used to say, she easy on the eyes, boy. I think it's a travesty of justice that she wasn't on this list because I think she's very marketable. I think she has great music, and I think that she should be a part of this shit. This list is just... Every time I talk about list on this show, I always get into the engagement part of it. And I get caught up in it too because I really do feel like we should respect our genre a lot more, or like these people who put these lists together should respect our genre a lot more instead of just putting up the face value bullshit. Like, all of these motherfuckers on here, face value. That's all it is. I think it's more of the notable business endeavors and partnerships and touring success that probably weighed a whole lot more than actual like album sales or talent. And if I'm being real with y'all too, fuck it. Might as well jump out the window. Y'all did Meg wrong at number 3. I think Meg should have been at least number 2. At least. I don't think Sexy Red should have been above Meg Thee Stallion on this list. And I know she's super hot right now. But for me, I think Meg has more songs, more hits. I think she has... her concert right now is going crazy. I think that she has a fucking Nike deal. Nike, my nigga. She has a Nike deal. I don't see Sexy Red with no Nike deal. At all. At all. And Meg is independent. I mean, Sexy Red is independent too, but she's doing all of these things independent. Her name is way more notable to me, or more marketable than Sexy Red's. Just saying, Meg at 3 is a travesty of justice. So I don't know how you guys feel. I know when I talk about women hip hop or women stuff on here, people kind of tune out, but they're an important part of the culture. They're an important part of our foundation. And if we don't have these conversations, like what we gonna do? We can't just sit up here and talk about Drake and Kendrick all day long. Like we have to get in touch with the woman side of hip hop, because a lot of these women, like I love Glorilla's album. Scarlet is a very good album as well. Flo Milli's album is fire. Like Lotto shit is great too. Like it's a lot of women on here that I love and I've listened to their music and I respect. But if we don't have these conversations, if we don't start holding these people if we don't start holding Billboard and all these other motherfuckers accountable for the shit that they pick, they're gonna keep doing stupid shit like this. But shout out to Shay Noir, shout out to Rhapsody, shout out to Lady London, Tierra Whack, shout out to all of them. You ladies are phenomenal. I love y'all. I think you guys should be a part of this list some way, shape, or form. And hopefully, if my platform gets any bigger, hopefully we can put y'all on a list that matters, because this bullshit don't matter to nobody. People just want to argue online. All right, so I didn't cover this story last week because by the time the story had came out, I was finished editing and I wasn't going to go back and record anything new. But Kanye West is being sued for sexual harassment from his former assistant. Now, I got this story from TMZ. So Lauren Piscata, if that's her name, Piscato, I'm going to say Piscata, honey. If I get it wrong, I apologize. Blame my head, not my heart. She alleged that Kanye West sent lewd messages and videos. He was also talking nasty over the phone, you dirty boy. And she was wrongfully terminated from her contract. So here's Lauren's story and all of this stuff. Now, she said she was hired by Kanye West while he was managing his Yeezy fashion line, and she worked on 3 of his tracks on Donda. I didn't see you credited on no damn tracks on Donda. And I've listened to that album several times. What'd she do on there? I'm going to check it later. She was credited on, she did 3 tracks. What did she do? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up. She also alleges that Kanye would masturbate during their phone conversations and ask her, quote, "Can you guess what I'm doing?" And then he would send text messages like this: "Kids, hold your ears. Uncle Cole's going to get a little vulgar here." This is what he sent her. I'm going to put these text messages up here too, because this shit is wild. "See, my problem is I be wanting to fuck, but then after I fuck, I want a girl to tell me how hard they've been fucked while I'm fucking them. Then I want her to cheat on me." This nigga's nasty. Here's another message that Kanye has sent, or he would send stuff like this. God, I hate YouTube and my job. This is crazy. He would send this. "Is my dick racist? It is. This fucking racist dick of mine. I'm going to beat this fucking racist dick for being racist. I'm going to stare at pictures of white women with black asses and beat the shit out of my racist dick, beating the shit out of my big black cock." I need some water to clean my mouth out. Filthy, nasty asshole. So she's alleging that Kanye West was sending these types of messages to her, and again, fully disrespecting her as a woman. I feel disrespected reading those types of text. Jesus, this nigga is nasty. It goes on to say Piscata began working for West while she was running an OnlyFans account that she claims she made $1 million per year. Damn, girl, what was you doing? I ain't even seen a picture of this woman yet. I just got the story because I needed to make sure I had something for the show. What? $1 million? And you went to... He then asked her to quit the OnlyFans and solely work for him, promising her the same salary that she made from the app. Kanye, I thought you was broke, nigga. That nigga be lying. She eventually climbed her way to the top, the chief of staff, while dealing with Kanye West's alleged misconduct, saying that she was earning $4 million.
That's cap.
Taylor knew that.
That's cap. I accuse you of capping.
When West fired her on October the 22nd, she says he failed to pay out an agreed $3 million severance package. What did you... I have a question. Does she have this in writing? Did you sign a contract? That's what's going to tell me everything I need to know. Did you sign something? Because these are some crazy... This is a lot of stuff. And we're in the middle of suing a lot of niggas for a lot of nasty shit. I see you, Dream. The Dream shit is crazy. Y'all niggas need to stop being so fucking nasty. Why would you leave a successful OnlyFans? Why do y'all leave y'all's good jobs to work with Kanye West? I have to ask that question. Like, I love Kanye, but I ain't working for that nigga. I can't. I'm not working for him. I can't do that. Phenomenal artist. I cannot work in his world. I just can't. One day I'm going to have a sit down with Jason Lee and ask him what really happened back there when he was head of media or whatever he was doing. I want to know what the hell happened. But you guys are leaving your great jobs to go work with this crazy nigga saying wild ass shit like this. You're fucking nuts. Get the fuck out of here. There's no fucking way. So here's Kanye's side of things. He put out a statement. I think his lawyer put out a statement. Here's what the statement says. Quote, she was terminated for being unqualified, demanding unreasonable sums of money, including the $4 million annual salary. Go figure. And numerous documented incidents of her lascivious, unhinged conduct. You know it's serious when a nigga use lascivious, and it's even crazy that I knew that word. Also, Miss Piscata used sexual coercion to obtain money and gifts. Kanye West plans to countersue. Hey, stop hiring people off the fucking streets. Not to say that she's a street urgent or you know what? I'm gonna stop justifying the shit that I say. Just say what I want to say. Stop hiring motherfuckers off the street, Kanye. Stop doing the dumb shit. This is stupid. This whole situation is your fault. Everything that you do is your fault from here on out. Like, I'm tired of trying to blame him being crazy or bipolar or all that other bullshit that people keep using for Kanye to excuse his behavior. Stop doing dumb shit. You hire some of the worst people to... That's why you be losing money, bro. Like, you hire the dumbest, terrible people in the world. No disrespect to this woman, because I don't know her from a can of paint. But at the end of the day, you're hiring somebody who is not qualified to move your brand forward. Like, what was it about her? I'm real interested to know, what was it about her that you said she's talented enough to run my shit, or she's talented enough to do X, Y, and Z? I'm going to put her on the Donda album. What the fuck were you thinking? Can we get past the point of giving people the genius? Well, I do it all the time, but it don't matter. We give people this genius status, and that gives them the license to do all the dumb shit that they possibly can and fuck up all of their fucking money. Like, can we get past that? Can we stop saying, hey, Kanye's a genius and he thinks so much outside of the box that he wants to hire this woman to run his company and run his shit into the fucking ground? And if he was doing this nasty shit, my nigga, go get help. There's a prominent podcaster that consistently says, hey, Kanye has a sexual addiction. I see it. And I'm finally coming around thinking the same thing, because this shit is terrible. Now, he's saying he's going to countersue this woman because the shit that she's claiming is crazy and it don't make no sense. I personally feel like this nigga is doing dumbass bullshit and trying to get away with it. It's to the point now where I no longer want to say, let me give him a scapegoat or let me give him an excuse to be able to get away from this shit. I think the people that you put in your camp and the people that you have running your company and your businesses are idiots, and you want some fucking, everything has gotten to the point where you want people to give you this buzz off of certain situations. Now look at you. Your ass caught up in some bullshit, and I'm pretty sure you sent the goddamn text. There, I said it. I'm pretty sure you sent that shit. Stop ruining your legacy, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about these niggas. When they get all of this money, they want to burn it the fuck down. They want to burn their whole legacy to the fucking ground, bro. Why would you want to, Kanye, why do you want to ruin your legacy? Why do you want to burn your shit to the ground? Make the goddamn music and shut the fuck up and stop parading your wife around half naked. Stop getting in the middle of shit that ain't got shit to do with you. Stop being this fucking martyr for creative freedom when at the end of the day you still love money, you still want to get the attention. Stop. You're ruining everything that you ever worked for. Your foundation that you started, the whole story of how you even got your fucking Rockefeller deal, you were ruining all of that shit. And it's kind of pissing me off, bro, because there's a lot of people in your position that would kill to be in that position, to be able to kill to be a creative that can control everything. Like your name, that Yeezy brand moves a lot of shit. A lot. And there's not a lot of people in pop culture at your point in your career that can still do that. It's niggas wishing they could do that shit. And you're the motherfucker that wants to fuck it up. It's ridiculous. And it's sad and it's stupid. And you are better than that. I always get on here and preach about this shit or yell at Kanye, but it's just like, man, like, what is it going to take for you to change your fucking ways, bro? Like, what is it going to take for you to stop being a nigga about every goddamn thing and actually, like, move forward and do some positive shit? You were on a fucking roll. You dropped the album. You pushed that shit back. I haven't heard from you since you went with Justin LaBoy and played that fucking Like That remix with your terrible rapping. Beat was fire. Rapping was horrible. We ain't heard nothing about Vultures 2 in forever. Get off your ass, make the music, and stop with the antics. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, guys. I don't have anything else. I've already gone way too long. I didn't think this episode was gonna be as long. This shit gets longer and longer. Look, guys, I appreciate everybody for giving me the support that you've been giving me. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. Thank you to everybody who leaves a comment and gives me feedback. Good or bad, I still look at it and I still listen to it. I really am going to try to make sure that this content, we're going to do something to get this long form shit going, because I do a lot of work to be able to make these videos, and I want to make sure that I'm giving out the best content I possibly can. For everybody that's a part of the society, thank you so much. Big announcement still coming at the end of the month. Stay tuned. I'm going to continue to say big announcement coming at the end of the month. Big announcement coming at the end of the month. Big announcement coming at the end of the month. I love you guys. I think you guys are great. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for continue to push me. I get the messages. Y'all are wonderful people, and I enjoy you. Thank you again, and I'll catch you guys next episode. Peace out.
Hey. Tony. Wow. Montana.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.
Yeah. 808 rolling, pockets bulging, arms wide open. Niggas can't hold them, keep it in motion. Let them my closest ones who love me.